Alright. Welcome back to the channel for episode 13. My name is Denny, and this episode will be different from what we usually do. And I think it could help to improve your shooting experience on set. So here we won't be doing any cinematography breakdown. Instead, I'm going to tell you about 7 filmmaking tools that in my opinion every filmmaker should have. 7 tools that I make sure that I always bring with me, as it makes my work and my crew's work way more easy. So without wasting more time, let's have a look at the first. Mattellini clamp, or you can call it Cardellini as well. There's not much difference. I'm using this clamp on almost every project, as it allows me to mount light or light modifiers basically everywhere. And not only light, I mean it can hold whatever you want, wherever you want. Sounds like a song, right? You can rig this gear on a shelf, on a door, on an auto pole, on a table, on the turtle base of assistants to do a book light, or even use it to hold a reflector or a diffusion frame as well. I mean, you can use it in a lot of different situations, and I have to say it already saved me in a lot of shoots. The second tool I constantly bring on set is a wireless headset, and this became really a must-have for me on set, as it facilitates the communication with the crew. And in my opinion, communication is one of the most important skills a filmmaker should have. These are super useful to communicate with your crew without having to go outside where the grip is setting up the light, or without having to look for someone you don't see on set, as they can hear you wherever they are. So yeah, you don't have to scream for someone to hear you now. Easy, when you want to talk, you bring this down and the microphone turns on. And when you're done, you bring it up and the mic is off. And it's especially useful when you have to leave the set to change the parking ticket. You can hear if your team is still working while you're not there. The one I'm using is from a brand called SYNCO. It's a great headset, and I got the pack with 5 headsets. The distance range is, I believe, 500 meters, which is more than enough for what most of us do anyway. And also a very nice point is that the batteries last 24 hours. This is great. A very important tool to me, and to cinematography in general, is this. This is a portable Acer. As you probably already know, that Ace can change quite a bit your image. It makes the light rays visible and lower the contrast, as particles in the air are catching light, so it will add ambient light in the room. Here you can see the effect of Ace. Keep in mind that Ace is different from smoke or fog. Ace is made out really thin particles that you don't see in the air, at least if you've done your job right. You know, I used to use a very large Ace machine, but when you're on location on small apartments or houses, this does the job really well. So yeah. Next tool I think that every filmmaker should have is a little light like this one. In French we call it une minette. And I don't think there's a name in English, but I might be wrong, so let me know in the comment if I am wrong. It's really handy to have, to add just like a little point of light to add interest in the frame as a practical. And it's pretty easy to install it as it's magnetic. Or if you need a quick fix and you don't have time to install another light, you can just take this out of your pocket and you're ready to go instantly. Yeah, pretty useful to have, no matter what brand you're using, they all do the same job, so yeah. The next tool I like to use is a gadget really you could easily do without, but it's this little target. It makes the focus pulling way more easy. You just have to ask your actor to hold this target next to his eyes. You set the picking on your camera, digital zoom, and you can see it instantly. You have way more precision with it. Look at this, I love it! And it's small, so it can stay in your pocket when you don't use it. As I said, I can perfectly work without this, but I like to have it. The fifth tool I like to use on every set is a wireless camera transmitter. Mine is from Axum, it's the CineView, but I know that Holyland are doing really good material and cheap as well. It's great to send signal to different monitors around set, and with this I believe you can use with 4 devices. It can be monitors, smartphone, MacBook, iPad, whatever you want. I mean, it's great for your clients or producers because you can install them where they're comfortable or on the couch or something, and they can have a monitor where they can see the work being done live. For me, it changed the whole experience for them and it makes them feel on a real film set. It's important for the director as well to have a live feed on their iPad or a director monitor. Then you still have room for your focus puller and you're left with another one extra. It's easy to use. You just have to connect an HDMI out from your monitor or camera. Then it creates a wireless signal that any device can connect to through Wi-Fi, or you can connect any other monitor with the receiver and use the HDMI port to receive the signal. Really easy. This is for me a really absolute must-have. And the last but not least, you have the matte box. Mine is very small, as you can see. It's portable and cheap, but it fits my need, so that's what counts, right? The matte box has 3 main uses. 1, it helps you cutting the lens flares by using the flags. What was I saying? The second one, you can take a filter on it. Whoop. Here. And the third, the most important, it makes you look professional. And I know this can sound funny, but every time I put a matte box, even the bigger ones, every time the clients tell me how my camera looked professional and that my camera looked like something they've seen on behind the scenes of movies. So in my opinion, this counts a lot, as what people perceive from you is what's going to give you more or less work. So don't overestimate the power of what you look like, and most important, what you make people feel around you. So look professional, be nice, and people will want to work with you again. So yeah, there you go. The 7 tools that, in my opinion, every filmmaker should have on set. Let me know in the comment section if there's a tool that you can't work without anymore. Next episode will be like the same kind as this one, but we'll talk about consumables. So don't forget to subscribe if you want to see it, and to like and comment to help the channel grow. It will be much appreciated. So yeah, I hope you liked this quick episode, and I'll see you in the next one. Ciao!